Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm the Mysterious JG, and I don't think we're gonna like reconcile and become friends or anything, but I'm really like this story's got me hooked. I really want to find out what happens when Ichiban speaks to the young master. Because he's not pulling some shit where he just like because it would be deeply disrespectful, like pretend to not even know, like just pretending not even to be the guy Ichiban knows he is. Like we're not doing that nonsense. We're he is acknowledging that, yep, I know who you are, you know who I am. I don't think that he's going to be a good guy. I'm pretty sure, like, we went to prison to save somebody in the clan, and now, like, we're on the side, like, all sorts of terrible shit's gone down, and I think it's mostly the Little Master's fault, but we will find out as we continue. Meanwhile, we got our people who aren't in the... Why is Eri listed after Jungi but before Zhao? Just curious about something. Okay, it is based on... It is based on how they're listed here. It was just kind of coincidence that, other than that, everyone was kind of listed in the sequence in which they joined the party the fast and easy way. Alright. Now I've got everyone listed in the sequence in which they actually joined in the story. Adachi was a temporary party member who became permanent after Nanba had become... But then again, Nanba was also temporary. But yeah, no, basically, this is the order in which we met people. Yeah. Alright, so why am I stalling? Well, I'm not stalling, but I am kind of curious. We might get pulled into some... I really do need to think about whether she should just be a idol. But you can see her stats would go down. Her stats are pretty good as a matriarch. Well, then again, it's the highest level job that she's got, so duh. Namba still got a ways to go. Adachi's still got a little ways to go. And Ichiban... Doesn't really matter. How about you? How close are you to learning? He's got a long way to go. Zhao is actually the next one who's going to need to switch. Once he learns Die Hard Skewer, I will have to think about what to do with him. Foreman would give him HP boosts. And actually, his gangster job is pretty good. But he's already got all the skills from it. Because it's good, so I got him to learn it first. He might end up being a devil rocker. Alright, whatever. Let's go to Otohime Land and have our party members who want to be hanging out and keeping an eye on us don't get to do that. Here we are at Otohime Land. Here we are at Otohime Land. You ready for this? Yeah. Oh, shit might get real here. Not yet. No need to rush. Take your time. It's a big emotional moment for us. No, I was thinking maybe we should grab some food. Because they usually give you that when you're going to be in combat for a while, unable to break free. Hey Mom, what's an S&M club? You'll find out when you're older, dear. Is that meddlesome, sensitive girl? Meddlesome, Mama. I don't know why it's meddlesome. The girl asked her a question and she answered it. But, in kind of a weird way. But I wonder if the little girl is going to be, which side of the S&M equation she will be on. Let's not think about that too hard. Gendacho Highball Tavern. Order the recommendation. Select from the menu. You know what? Let's. I haven't fought the fresh Highball Tavern Yakuza like a dragon. I fought against this for a while, but yeah. Let's actually check this place out and see what you're supposed to get here. Highball Tavern Yakuza. Oh. Never mind. This restaurant's appeared in like tons of. I just looked it up without doing like a dragon, so it's appeared in like lots of them. So Yakuza like a dragon. Yeah, let me actually look. Okay. I want to get absolutely tasty takoyaki, spicy deep fried octopus. Oh, never mind. There's two different ones. Okay, let's get the tasty takoyaki and the highball. The kaku highball. Saucy yakisoba. Oh man, that sounds delicious.
Who's hungry?
Who wants to get wasted in highballs? Combo meal. Our evasion was boosted. I wonder if that's permanent. Not really. It would be for one battle, I'm sure. Anyway, they gave us. Everyone is drunk now. Oops. But you know, if I was in Ichiban's situation, I probably wouldn't do this. Actually, I would be a little bit more responsible. But I would be sorely tempted to get a little liquid courage before meeting with the young master again for the first time. Ready for this?
Hey.
Yeah, time for a chat with the young master.
Hey.
Be safe, okay? Use a condom, I mean it.
Listen.
Anything feels off, you turn right around. No, I wouldn't be shocked if the little master tries to have us murdered here, but he's a ruthless son of a bitch, apparently. The innocent young master thoughts moving ever faster, but his thoughts are thoughts of murdering us. Haven't done very much with the place since killing the guy.
Young master. You were born in a dump much like this one, weren't you?
This is the nicest place in the world, you creep.
It's been a while, young master.
It's been a while.
I figured you'd want to see me. I know what you want to ask.
But I'm
Why
not
did I
gonna let
change
you.
my name? Why am I a politician? Why did I help destroy the Tojo clan? And are you curious about my lack of a wheelchair these days?
He hit kind of most of the high points. Yeah, I've been wondering about all those things.
You actually willing to explain any of it?
I am. My condition was cured in America. I got a lung transplant.
Okay, that's not easy to do. I don't know what kind of influence he had, but yeah, I don't know. I guess they're not quite. Yeah, never mind. Shut up and listen to the story.
Did you know that if you drop a stack of cash into the right palm over there, You can buy an organ,
That's, yeah, that is kind of the
Incredible.
thing.
but even with deep pockets, nothing is simple for the son of a Yakuza boss.
That why you changed your name?
Yes, I did it because I was born the son of Masumi Arakawa, and
Mhm.
because my condition robbed me of the youth everyone else got to have. I was happy
But
to
you're
change
super
my
rich.
name and start a new life separate from all of that.
I guess he did have a pretty rough time.
And look at the results. I'm not only the governor, but also the chair of the ruling party.
The governor.
What's wrong? You can't bring yourself to congratulate me?
Not from the heart, no. Are you even happy as a politician?
Ichiban actually wants to know what's going on with this guy. Like Ichiban is like too good for this world, dude. This guy's clearly the villain. He's destroyed everything you believed in. Not that Ichiban's like romantic notion of the Tojo clan was a bit weird. But still, he's just like, are you happy as an evil villain, young master?
Politics is a good life. Unlike the Yakuza, you don't have to use violence to assert control.
You
I
had
can
someone
improve
murdered.
people's lives, and they're grateful to me for it.
You think Ogasawara's grateful? You killed him.
Oh, that was just a sensible precaution.
Yeah,
You
he is still a
listen to
villain.
yourself.
Come on. After you kidnapped him, he ran his mouth about Bleach Japan, did he not? He was never much for discretion. He swore to me that he didn't tell you anything, of course. But I could see the truth in his eyes. That sealed his fate.
So, you just kill people over an assumption? Without even bothering to check?
I'm checking now. Did he tell you the secrets of Bleach Japan or not?
Well, that's...
Some
I
of them.
mean,
See? Proper risk management is all about mitigating threats before they...
but he was your buddy. He helped you start Bleach Japan.
Being at the top means you have to know when people are no longer relevant. Like father, like son, right? My father looked after you for years. But when he had to, he cut you from the family.
That's
That
not
was
how
kind
it
of a
went
dick
down.
move.
He asked me to go to prison to keep the whole Arakawa family safe.
You think that's why?
Captain Sawashiro killed some guy who reported directly to the Tojo clan. If we had let Sawashiro get arrested, the Arakawa family would have had to own up to it, since they were lower on the ladder.
Oh, Kasuga. Whether you went to prison or not, Sawashiro wasn't going to be arrested.
I arranged for you to go to prison just as a lark.
You don't know that.
Oh,
I think
but
he
I do.
does.
Because Sawashiro didn't kill that guy in the first place.
What?
Well, I did kind of think the young master
As
might
I
have
recall,
done it.
that night was the last time I saw you.
Before today,
Yeah,
so now
that
we're
club in Kamurocho we went to. On New Year's Eve.
where Lu Bu, the
Yeah.
police chief, stole
It
your
was
girlfriend.
your girlfriend's birthday.
Right. I've certainly had better nights.
Oh, come on, use magical drugs to cure being in a wheelchair for 24 hours. But no, that was a pretty degrading experience for the young master. Like, one of the things I like about this character is he's ruthless and cold, but you can't say that he didn't have some pretty heavy shit happen to him that might have led him to be that way. He's not just like generically evil,
Young
man.
master, how long have you been there?
Let's roll the tape. He was cooler looking back then, though.
Young master?
Ichiban, however, I can't look at
So-
Ichiban without the goofy hair now.
Did you finish your business? I'm heading back. Use this to pay the bill. If there's anything left, might as well use it to wipe your ass.
Or could I just keep it, though, instead of wiping my ass? But that's when we went off and hung out with his dad. I guess all the super drug is wearing off. Very dishonorable.
Are you okay, sir?
Shut up! Don't touch me.
Yeah, that stereotypes and all, but my tiny little bit of time I spent in Japan, it was amazing the way, and part of it might have been because I was gaijin, but it's amazing the way that people like pretend they can't see you and like so they don't have to respond to you. And that my dad spent a little more time in Japan than I did, and yeah, he did point out like that was a weird thing for him. Like if somebody like fell and or tripped and dropped something, like people would just keep walking by and pretend not to see it because it would be insulting to them to help.
Let's go, honey. I'm sure he's just drunk.
Or he's an evil villain who's going to eventually take over as governor.
Don't look at me!
Don't ever look at me, mommy.
Don't look at me!
It's Frank Booth. Guess you shouldn't have sent Ichiban away when you did. He left his wheelchair in the alley and they... Well... What did they like, put a boot on it or something? I know they put that sign on it saying dumping is a crime, but... Yeah, he has had kind of a rough time. Remember, he's in this position because he used super drugs to try to have a night out with his girlfriend, who he was paying, and that's... I mean, I don't know that history is full of great examples of things working out well for people who are paying their, friends, particularly intimate friends, to be their friends, but he basically got like dumped on and humiliated in front of her. It's kind of apparent to an outside viewer, but he was forced to confront the fact that she doesn't really care about him. She ran off with the police chief, and now this. So I could see wanting to like, just become a villain. Although honestly, his villainy consists of trying to use legitimate avenues to become powerful and to help people. That's what his villainy seems to be about at the moment. That having murdered his friend is like the only thing he's done that's truly evil so far that we know about. But I should really just stop interrupting and let this play out.
Hey,
We're about to find out
get
some
up.
stuff.
You can't sleep here, you fucking drunk. Come on, move your ass.
Fuck off, man.
This building's my family's property. So clear out. Go on, go!
Did he help me into the wheelchair?
You Yakuza. That means you're garbage.
The fuck you say?
Oh, well, what are you doing here? Well, I guess we know he doesn't die.
Don't touch me! You're on counterculture turf now, fool. In this town, let me go! Fear the Yakuza. I don't know what backwoods village you might be from, but you're about to learn
Podunk
about
town in
counterculture
Iowa,
hard,
Japan.
motherfucker! You think you're hot shit because you know how to hold a gun? Where'd you buy that thing, huh? Your local toy shop? Huh?
That's not how I would talk to somebody who was holding a gun at me, but...
Do it if it's even a real gun. Go on. Do it!
2001. Murdering a Yakuza by shooting him in the face odyssey.
Do it if you've got the balls.
He's gonna ring in 2001 with an
That
execution.
what the girls say about you too? Little bitch like you ought to know better.
Okay, can we just get on with this?
Dumbass. Do it if you're gonna.
I mean, he timed it well so that it wouldn't be noticed, because it's going to be hard for him to flee the scene of the crime in his wheelchair. So we're just going to skip that, I guess.
I fucked up. I killed the guy.
Why didn't you call Itchy? He's the one who actually works for you, isn't he? The gunfire's again. Well, I mean, the guy was literally asking for it. But around that time, I realized that I was really enjoying the murder. And absolutely, Itchy would have gone to jail for the young master. I don't know why they bothered telling him it was someone else. I guess the idea that if he did betray their confidence and rat, they didn't want him ratting out the young master.
Wait. You were the one who killed Suzumori?
Yes. I told Sawashiro what I did, then went home. Lucky for me, there were no witnesses.
So I didn't go in Sawashiro's place. I went in your place.
What difference does it make?
That's right. Dad sold you to the law to protect his only son. Obviously, he couldn't just tell you how it really happened. That's why he lied that you were taking the fall for Sawashiro. You swallowed the bait whole and happily marched yourself to the station.
I'm not really getting
So tell
why
me,
this is worse
Do
than...
you still trust the old asshole? I can only imagine how you must feel. Doing 18 years of hard time would have been bad enough. But then there was the other event.
Also the fact that
After
I've been
giving him
jerked to
such
this
a
whole time.
huge portion of your life, you finally see him and bang, right? Must feel horrible even now.
Well, the bullet wound, I mean, it's healed, but yeah, it's a bit tender.
I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Depending on you, don't
Well,
let me down.
Say something, Ichi.
Why is any of this happening? Like,
It doesn't matter what you say. I trust Arakawa-san.
now, explain why you destroyed the Tojo clan.
Then answer one question for me. Why are you in Ichincho?
Couldn't tell you. Maybe because I'm Ichi Bad Kasuga. The guy who hits rock bottom but
Ichi
always
Bad?
crawls back up.
I see.
He's got soul.
Even after all
And it's
these
itchy
years, somehow
bad.
you've managed to stay just as dumb. It's kind of touching. Nostalgic, even. I can't even bring myself to be mad.
Why would you be bad at Itchy?
What
Itchy has
an
been a
honor.
victim all along.
You know, I thought this meeting was gonna be a setup. But you came alone, like you promised. So I guess I'm touched too.
Now tell me
What?
why you destroyed the Tojo
You
clan.
thought I'd have you killed? No. There's no sense in squishing an ant.
Itchy does seem to be pretty insignificant in all this, and yet somehow magically he has become the most important person in Yokohama. Like, you know, the Ishin 3 should have taken him out many acts ago, but he somehow just keeps surviving all of his life.
I'll let you live. We do go way back after all. But I do have one condition.
Quit with the main story plot. You are allowed to live on, you know, go through optional sewer dungeons and level up and do that kind of stuff, but stop trying to stop my plans.
Don't ever come near me or Dad again. Understand?
Well, I've got my own condition.
I do get to
Pull
come
out
near
of
you and your
Ichincho
dad.
and get Kume to end his campaign.
Why?
Pardon?
I may not be cut out for politics, but Kume sure as hell ain't either.
Actually, the Citizens Liberal Party agrees with you. Kume is ignorant and inexperienced. If he didn't have our support, he'd lose for sure.
Okay.
Then why are you having him run?
So everyone can see my value.
What?
Think
Who?
about it. If Kume wins, how will the Citizens Liberal Party react?
They'll
They'd
think you're a
realize that an
kingmaker.
endorsement from Rio out can turn entire elections, even in favor of a simpleton.
Oh,
It
cool.
will
Can
be
you make me
crystal
mayor of
clear that I
Tokyo
have the
then?
skill and influence to replace Okuro. They'll watch and learn.
So, Kume's just a tool to you.
An election is
Maybe it's a
nothing more than
tool,
a game of
Jamie
strategy.
tool.
Are these Ijincho revitalization shelters part of your game too?
Oh, those. Those are the most useful tools of all.
I'm going to
With
implant
them,
everyone with
you
microchips in
round up
those
all
centers.
illegal residents at once.
Yeah, okay, so it is an evil plan.
Wait, what? I thought the shelters were helping people get visas.
Don't be absurd. The people going to them would never qualify for visas. The shelters will bus them to the Immigration Bureau, where they'll be deported.
For real? You're
Okay, yeah, no, that was one of the things I theorized might be happening. I was like, unless they're literally going to deport these people, which seems like kind of a simplistic evil plan, then it does seem like he's doing good. But no, he's doing the most evil possible thing.
lying to them right to their faces?
What are you, a
I'm
politician?
not lying. The shelter's purpose is there in its name. It's revitalizing Ijincho by cleansing it of criminals.
Well, in fairness, this girl who broke his heart was a member of that kind of. She's high class, but yeah, it's one of those. Not quite a hooker, I guess, but one of those bars that they have over there where, yeah, he seems like he's taking out his frustration on the entire adult industry. I mean, he hasn't technically gone after porn, I suppose, but yeah, he's taking it out. He's really been mad at that girl.
Just give me an answer. Are you going to accept my conditions or not?
No, he's not going to.
Absolutely not.
Well, then I guess there's no chance of us finding common ground.
I don't work for you anymore, young master. You're like the young
Did you actually
jerk.
think I'd come here tonight because I wanted to negotiate? Remember
I
what I
thought you
said
might want to
earlier?
catch up.
The only reason you're still alive is because I took pity on you. If I stop pitying you, you don't have much left.
Well, there's this great soap land I could reopen.
What the hell is this? I thought the young master said he would come alone.
Well, he lied.
That makes you a fool for believing him when he said it. And for rejecting his offer.
Well, I'm not as afraid of you as I used to be because I thought you killed some dude and it turns out you didn't, so I'm no longer intimidated by you. Alright folks, well, I'm going to call it a video right there, and when we come back next time, looks like we'll be fighting our way out of here, and vaguely curious whether we'll get our party back right away, or if we'll have to fight through a few battles just as itchy. Not that terribly worried about it either way, but when we come back next time, we didn't quite find out why the young master destroyed the, see, I get them confused. The Omi Alliance are who the Arakawa joined, and they destroyed the Tojo clan. Why he destroyed the Tojo clan? Because it's not like... He seems to really resent the Yakuza in general, but he's still using them. He's just using Yakuza who were enemies of the Yakuza family he came from. But he's got this really... I don't know, it's an interesting story. He's an interesting villain because he's ruthless, but he's still... He's one of those villains who's interesting because you could argue that what he's trying to do is right. His methods are just terrible. And when I say that, I don't mean like all these, people should be deported, but it's like, well, there are plenty of people out there who do feel that way about immigrants, about whatever. It's like, he's a realistic, like you could see him thinking that what he's doing is actually for the best. And he's fairly clever about it. And Ichi, who's just like a bit of a simpleton, like really forthright, honest, and good, and not that bright, is a good foil. And I need to call it a video. So when we come back next time, we will see where the story takes us next. We gotta have some kind of reunion, whether it's bloody or not, with the young master's pops at some point. So maybe that's coming up soon. Who knows? Bye bye.